Over $11 million in funding for the Water Quality Program of Agriculture grant program is showing positive results statewide. More than 115 projects have been funded by the WQPA grant program in recent years.
There's nothing more fundamental to our state's success now and into the future than water. That is why the Legislature and I championed historic investments in water quantity and water quality in recent years.
The governor has partnered with the Idaho Legislature to invest more than $500 million in water projects statewide.
In fact, Idaho ranks second in the nation for the most water investments among all states since I took office.
The WQPA grant program has seen strong interest statewide, with over 200 projects proposed.
The WQPA program is a big part of our efforts to improve water quality and water efficiency in irrigation use.
And enable farmers, ranchers, landowners to do projects that really don't pencil out otherwise. And so most recently, the Camas District worked with Twin Lakes Reservoir Company, and we lined some canal coming out of the dam and increased some capacity, repaired some very bad leaks in existing concrete. And then we replaced a flume on down the system a little further that was past its end of life. Everybody benefits. We conserve water. We got more water delivered to the people that are irrigating, and it's really a win-win situation.
To further underscore the value of the WQPA program in Idaho, we visited 2 conservation projects in the field, a stream restoration project south of Pocatello, and a newly engineered stream crossing on China Creek near Grangeville. The Portneuf Soil and Water Conservation District sponsored the $55,000 WQPA grant for the Con Creek Restoration Project. The Natural Resources Conservation Service provided over $222,000, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service funded $31,000 for engineering and design. Louis Wisniewski, a stream restoration expert for wild waters restoration, explained that Con Creek was in tough shape pre-project.
Up above we had vertical eroding banks sloughing sediment into Con Creek for aquatic habitat. That transitioned through these barrier features, old farm access structures, then came down to about a 1/3 of an acre pond. Then that flowed out immediately to a straightened ditch that went straight down to Marsh Creek.
The ranch owner, Chris Robinson, wanted to restore Con Creek, a spring-fed stream, to its natural channel.
So we basically took roughly 1,800 feet of channel straight, re-meandered, added another 1,000 feet of channel.
Marsh Creek is a tributary of the Portneuf River. The project resulted in key water quality benefits, eliminating 242 tons of sediment, 775 pounds of nitrogen, 387 pounds of phosphorus per year.
We've now restored it so that fish from Marsh Creek can migrate up, have a place to get in some cool water, good feed, spawning gravels, and a lot of structure that exciting to see. With Louis Wisniewski and Rock and R Construction, who are masters at coming up with a design and then stripping the vegetation off that's there, doing the grading necessary, and then putting it back, almost like laying sod. And so the result is, even though it hasn't even been a year, it looks like it's been here forever.
Robinson says the partner agency's support helped make the project possible.
So the NRCS came in strong with some IRA funding that helped buttress EQIP, but there were still shortfalls, and we contributed a lot of in-kind and some cash. And so, but without WQPA, we wouldn't have been able to do it.
NRCS officials said the project was a good fit for the EQIP program.
Project looks great. You know, everything's restoring. We got clean water. Overall, fabulous project.
Having the landowner step up to make conservation improvements on private land is key. The projects are a voluntary, non-regulatory approach to conservation. Ray Holz, an Idaho County rancher, was concerned about losing access to his family's home near Harpster because of a bad road and undersized culvert. Holz approached the Idaho Soil and Water Conservation District and Eileen Rowan and Bill Lillybridge with the Conservation Commission about getting the road fixed and culvert replaced.
Well, the old culvert that was existing was about a 40-foot culvert, and it'd been there so long that the bottom had pretty much rusted out the entire length of it, and so all the fines were washing out from underneath the toe end of that culvert and then allowing that culvert to break off, and we'd lost pretty close to half of that culvert. And we were concerned that any kind of a big major rain event or melting event might cause the rest of it to go out and we'd be without access to these properties up there. There's about 10 different ownerships up past here.
When I first came here, I measured 11 foot of fill here. If that had failed, which would have happened without being replaced, 11 foot of fill delivered to the South Clearwater River, because we're only 132 feet from the river.
The South Fork Clearwater River is an important stream for imperiled salmon, steelhead stocks, and resident fish. Lillybridge, a licensed professional engineer for the Commission, designed a new stream crossing with a large, fish-friendly bottomless culvert.
We've designed this for the 500-year storm event, both for the water, for debris coming through, wood and rock. This is really nice cold water, and it's going to be that way through the whole summer because it's all spring-fed. So this is a great place when the main river starts to heat up. You'll probably see fish down right at the mouth in the main river, and then the smaller fish come up and live in these pools.
The Idaho Soil and Water Conservation District sponsored the China Creek Walkpaw project. The total cost of the project was $170,000, with the Walkpaw grant covering $57,376 and a DEQ grant covering $96,000. Local landowners contributed $17,000. The new arched culvert will result in the following reductions per year to improve water quality: 75 tons of sediment, 120 pounds of phosphorus, 240 pounds of nitrogen.
The contractor that was working on it, it was great. We got along great. We did some of the work ourselves, me and my family, and so it worked out fine. But it was a good experience. All in all, and get it all done, it's going to be there a long, long time. So that's good.
It looks beautiful. I love it. I take everybody by here. It's a good showcase.
What Idaho is doing is working. Thank you for your support of the Walkpaw program. Together we will continue to strengthen Idaho for today and future generations.